I bring greetings to you in Barosland and those that are in Zambia. My name is Madam Sylvia Namangonawa, for those of you that don't know me, and I'm President of Liberty Democratic Party. Now, there's something very interesting that I have been observing and that I have been following, especially regarding the issues, the ongoing onslaught of Palestinians in Gaza, in Palestine. It's a very, very heartbreaking situation. A situation where we pray that peace would prevail for both nations. But something very interesting happened a few days ago, and that was the UN member states. They had a meeting and they were deliberating on whether to recognize Palestine as a state, as a sovereign state, as a nation. And so the members voted. Now, I followed that with a lot of interest. The members voted. 142 of them voted yes. Member states, yes, for the Palestinians to have their own sovereign nation. 10 voted no, and 12 abstained. Interestingly, I was looking for Zambia. Where is Zambia? How did Zambia perform here? Were they among the yes? Were they among the 10 no's? Or were they among the 12 who abstained? Why do I say so? I'm saying so because just a few months back, I think it's about 2 months ago, that President Hakainde Hichilema opened the Israeli embassy here in Zambia. It's very interesting. Israel had been kicked out by KK because KK supported Palestine, PLO, headed by Yasser Arafat. The subsequent presidents who've been coming into Zambia never entertained Israel. They supported Palestine. Even under President Hakainde Hichilema, the last sitting that they had, I spoke about it, I said something on it, they had voted together with the rest of the world that there should be a ceasefire and that Palestine should also be recognized as a state. That fell through. But this time around, I was looking for Zambia. Why was I looking for Zambia? Because President Hakainde Hichilema opened an embassy here in Zambia for Israel. The rest of the world are condemning them. Let me not even get into the world. Let me just stay in Africa. Most of the member states of Africa are condemning the happenings, the kind of massacring that is happening in Palestine, in Gaza, from the onslaught of the Israelites. But President Hakainde Hichilema sees it fit to come and open the embassy of Israel here. A few months ago, South Africa kicked out Israel. Not only did they kick them out, but they actually took them to court, International Court of Justice, and condemned the genocide that was happening there in Palestine. So now I'm looking at it. African nations, Kenya are on record, Uganda are on record, that they have condemned. Cyril Ramaphosa is on record, he has condemned what is happening in Palestine by the Israelites. But President Hakainde Hichilema, what does he do? He embraces them. If they are your friends, Mr. President, let them be your friends. Don't bring them to Zambia. Why are you opening the embassy here? You did not read the Times. You did not read the Times. You misjudged, Mr. President. You opened the embassy a few months later, a month maybe and a half or 2 months later, the rest of Africa, most of Africa and the world are supporting Israel, Palestine to be a sovereign state, to be a sovereign nation. They are supporting. to be a sovereign nation. You are standing on the side of Israel. Mr. President, this is Mbunj for you. Mbunj in laws it's a miss for you. This one you missed. You did not read the Times. So when the votes came out, I was now looking for Zambia. 142 yes, 10 votes no, 12 votes abstained. So I said, where is Zambia here? Only to find you're not even among these numbers. You had just disappeared. You made sure you were not a part of it. Why did you do that? You should be a man of your own actions. If you have brought them in as an embassy, they are your friends. As you had stated one time in a meeting, an open meeting, that they are my friends. Why are you not voting no or yes? Why are you not voting? Why are you disappearing? Why are you disappearing? You should have taken a learning leaf from KK. Should have gotten back into history to ask yourself, why did KK say no to them? Why did the subsequent presidents all say no to them? Why are you embracing them? There's something that President Traore said just a few days back. When the same Israel hit Doha, the African states condemned that. You haven't said anything. How can you, what will you say? They say birds of the same feathers flock together. Are you flocking with them? Mr. President, that is a question to you. And the word of God says, how can two walk together unless they agree? Are you in agreement with their policies? Are you in agreement with their character? Are you in agreement with their attitude? Mr. President, the youths of this nation will judge you. The same youths who called you and who said, Bali will fix it, the same youths will judge you. When you look at Israel, if they don't care for Palestinians, I'm not supporting what the Palestinians or Gazans did on October the 7th. No, I'm not supporting that. Life is life. Life is life. And it has to be respected. I'm not supporting that. But what I'm also not supporting is the onslaught. The continuous onslaught of Palestinians being killed every day. I'm not supporting that as well. I'm not supporting that. But you, Mr. President, you have chosen to embrace them. The last time when you said they are my friends, I'm asking for help from them. I said they are dripping with the blood. Their hands are dripping with the blood of the Palestinians. And you want to bring them to Zambia. You are coming to soil our land with that blood, the people that you have brought in. Mr. President, the rest of Africa is going to judge you. You should learn like the sons of Issachar to read the Times. You missed this one. You should learn to read the Times. You should not have been a part of that. If they are your friends, let them be your friends. No one can stop friendship. But don't involve the people of Zambia. Don't involve Zambia. Because now, what about all these African nations? How are they looking at you? How are they looking at you? How are you coming back from this? How are you going to come back from this? This, Mr. President, is going to bite your administration. I don't see how you are going to come out of this clean. This is going to bite your administration. You've put yourself in a very, very awkward position. I'm telling you this. This is a word of advice to you, openly, free of charge, which those who are next to you will not tell you because they fear for their positions. They won't tell you. But I am telling you, this one is a mbunj. This one is a big, big mbunj. How you come out of this one, birds of the same feathers flock together. How can two work together unless they agree? Unless they agree. Mr. President, I don't see how you are coming back out of this one. history, the youths of this nation, the other African states, the other states in the rest of the world, they are looking at you. Cyril Ramaphosa just down here is looking at you with the fracas that has been going on in his country, and now this. Palestine, thank you for listening. Zambia, thank you for listening. Shalom.